Welcome to the Illuminated Path, where I give you a Thursday to Thursday reading. This Thursday, I have not pre-picked my cards. We're going to do them together. But what I can say, just tapping in, is that there's a very diverse energy happening right now. On the surface, this feels like challenge. And not challenges like things being hard to move through or difficult, but challenge like people are challenging each other. We are challenging people's belief systems. We are challenging people's ethics systems. We are challenging how the world views things that have been happening for so long and how we can change them. We're challenging things that people have been comfortable with up to now and how we can make them loving, how we can make them kind, how we can make them empowering. So there's this challenging thing on the surface here, which can cause a lot of anxiety, friction, insecurity, because we don't know what's going to happen or how things are going to become aligned. We don't know how things are going to work out the way that we want them to. And when things are in limbo like that, when we haven't received that final answer yet, that can make things seem a little amorphous, a little insecure. But then under the surface, beneath all of that, there's this strength. There's this power that's like, I'm more myself now than I have ever been. And I feel it in people. I feel it in the trees. I feel it all around me in nature. It just feels like this huge strength and overcoming type of energy that's beautiful. And these things are moving together in tandem. The more you become, the more other people are challenged to become more them also. And by more you, I mean the you who you inherently are, not the you who you've been taught that you are. So, let's go ahead and pick some cards. This one came out. We already have one. Whoops. All right, that's a maybe. We'll come back to that one. They gave us a bunch of cards today. Okay. So these two cards came out like this. And it feels like they are opposites, but move together, if that makes sense. This Deep Quiet card is talking about your ability to open your pineal gland, your third eye space, through meditation, through silencing the monkey mind, through quieting the chatter of thought, allowing yourself to just be here, to be open, just to be, just to exist in this space, to observe everything without having to define yourself by it or attach to it. And when we can open that pineal gland, when we can open that third eye space, we get to overcome fate. Remember that there's a difference between fate and destiny. Fate is where we just inherently go. That's our trajectory of life according to our unhealed states, according to our wounds and our subconscious belief systems. But when we consciously choose life, then we can take on destiny and consciously choose our trajectory. But in order to get there, we have to come into a stillness of mind first. And that stillness of mind is what opens our third eye space. Now, this card came out as like a maybe in between the other cards. And this is the adventure card, but it's also water. So this has to do with emotion. So this tells me that when we come to a space where we can overcome fate and consciously choose life, opening our third eye space, releasing all of our negative thoughts, and getting into that meditative oneness, when we can consciously choose life, then our emotions might go on a bit of an adventure. Our emotions could become very peaceful, or our emotions could become a bit tumultuous as we are faced with our past experiences and wounds and who we are versus who we want to be and what is the best version of love in us and in the world around us. So this is where, on an emotional level, we get to explore ourselves and our ethics and our lives and choose what's best for us. And that was the next card that came out, is many choices. This is like our soul, and these are all of the free will choices that we have. We get to choose what we want to do, who we want to be around, what our lives look like. And until we can come into this space, we don't know truly what we want, because all of our choices when we're in this space is based on what can keep me safe, what can keep me feeling validated, what can feed me because I feel abandoned. But once we move out of that and into this, all of our choices can come from a space of what feels like love, what feels like unity, what feels like peace and empowerment. And we get to make new choices. And when we take on those new choices, our life becomes brand new. This is our new beginning. And I actually want to read some of the Moon Maiden, because from my memory, there's like one line that seems to be standing out to me. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you've been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important because it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it's time to come forward in full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world, like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only, this is the part that was standing out to me, you are now setting yourself free. When you've made those choices out of love, you are setting yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself. She is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. She invites you to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this to be so? Question everything that others assume is a given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you, in a relationship or a job, want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion as unfailingly as the moon does. That is exactly what I was feeling. Set yourself free. You're being called to challenge convention, to refuse to be intimidated, to be untamed, to be radiant, to shine bright. Goodness, this was the best reading of July so far.